Alright, this is gonna be my second trade recap. So, starting off with the day, let's check. I I had like I kind of had a bullish bias, but I knew we were gonna have like a deep retrace, so we can sweep some liquidity first. That's why I have my limit right there. You can see that orange line. That the first one is just it's a 1 hour gap. It's like the CE of a 1 hour gap lined up with a wait, no, it's it's just the 1 hour gap lined up with the CE of the breaker. You can see it right here where my mouse thing is. So that's like the move up that caused the move down. So like a low, high, lower low, then a higher high. The one that the move up before the move down that swept liquidity right there. That's the breaker. So I just had that. I had that labeled or whatever. And then that lined up with the 1 hour gap too, so I had a limit over there. But I was kind of scared that we weren't going to go that far down, so I entered off of there was an order block right here lined up with a 4 hour order block lined up with a 1 hour fair value gap, so I set a limit there later eventually to see I thought it was going to go down, hit my limit, go up. And it eventually did. Let me just skip. So right off of market open, it just started dumping. Like if I just went with my intuition, I could have just entered shorts there, but that's usually risky. It's a lot more like gambling kind of like, because if I have like a tight stop loss, which I like to do a lot of times like off of opening New York Open, it can just like shoot up, stop me out, and then go down. So I just don't like having that risk right there. So I just wait for a little bit. So I let it dump a little bit. I put a limit here, but as soon as I enter, I realize that it probably wasn't a good idea. So as soon as I enter, I exit the trade, and then I just keeps dumping. So it was good that I exited. I wait for it to hit my other limit, and it does. Let me just skip to it real quick. It hits my limit, and then it stops me out like instantly. I guess we're just dumping today. And then I think of re-entering off of that rejection block. I don't know if it's really a rejection block, but something tells me I shouldn't enter. It's gonna keep dumping, so I just wait for it to dump, and eventually, I think I keep marking out. Here, hold on, let me skip to where I re-enter. So it just keeps on dumping. I think about entering again. I mean, I still have my 3 trade limit, so I still have one more trade for today. But I could have entered off of that CISD, and then when it retests the opening price of the candle before the CISD, that's what I did yesterday in my trade recap. But I did not enter off of this one, and that was good because it just stopped me out. I didn't really see a strong move up, so I just kept waiting. And then over here, I think this is a really good setup here when we have it. Wait, oh shoot, I just messed up. Okay, so right here we have a 1 minute fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. We end up inversing it and creating a CISD right here. So boom, we closed above that candle. So there's a inverse fair value gap and a CISD. So I could have entered off when we retest the opening price down there again, but I was a little too slow. So I ended up waiting for it to enter again. So I just set up that long position, but I never really entered. But I saw a strong move up, so I was waiting until it retraces. I just set it back at that orange line, which was, I think it was like the 1 hour gap from before. So I put my limit over there, my stop below that order block, you can see right there. And then has a really nice move up. I do a little bit better of holding my trade this time. Um, so I hold it, and then I think I close it a little early because what was it? My balance was at about 51.5 something, so I just need one more trading day. If I hit like the full consistency rule, I could pass it in one day. But I learned it's not good to set a time limit for yourself, so I'm not gonna rush it. However long, however many more is it, however many more days it takes, is fine with me. I don't wanna. Every time I try rushing it and try passing it in one more day, I always end up just blowing the account. So I'm gonna be patient this time. I'm gonna work on sticking to my rules. Even if we're close to my profit target, I'm just gonna wait for the next day until when I see a good setup. So right here, I didn't really know where to aim. I had my stop I had my TP at like the first high right over here, but I ended up moving it up. But I think I exited at that high. Yeah, I exited right there anyways, so it doesn't matter. But it's good because it doesn't show in this video, but it ends up dumping way more after this, and it would have stopped me out. So, I mean, usually I'd like to stick to my rules, but I guess this time it played out in my favor. I mean, I guess not, because at first I had my TP at the high of the big down closed candle or whatever, but then I moved it up. But right here, it hit my T, it hit my first TP, and then I moved it up, but I exited early anyway, so it doesn't matter. But pretty good day. I think I was up. I think I'm up. It's like seven. Oh, it says right here. I'm up 766 today. Pretty good day. A little better at following my rules, but I could be better. I'm gonna keep working on it, improving my psychology, my trading, and whatever. I'll be back tomorrow. Alright, that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. If I did, I'm sorry. But see you guys tomorrow. Bye.